Om Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom dan Rahayu, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Let me introduce myself. My name is Putu Usia Paramarta and my number of code is 235531068. Lecturer Prof. Dr. Joko Widodo STMTMN. Course Meteorologi Mechanical Engineering, Technical Faculty Udayana University. My reference the book Meteorology Non-Meteorologist, edited by Arthur C. Bradford. Chapter 9, Heat Treatment of Steel. Topic 1, the iron carbon system. 2, common phases in steel. 3, critical temperature and transformation diagram. 4, annealing and normalizing. 5, of annealing treatments. 6, furnace heating and induction heating. 7, hardening and tempering. 8, cool treating of steel. 9, fresh handling, hardening. 10, heat treating equipment. 1. The iron carbon system. Steel are irons with a small amount of carbon only. Iron by itself has limited structural usefulness because it is soft, like most pure metals. One way to increase the strength of a pure metal is to add appropriate annealing element for some solid solution strengthening. See page 3.17 in chapter 3, mechanical properties and strengthening mechanisms. In this book, carbon, a small interstitial element, also can increase the strength of iron by solid solution handling. However, solubility of carbon in iron is very limited, which imposes limit on solid solution hardening of iron with carbon. A more significant role of carbon is its effect on the formation of an iron phase called austenite. Iron is an allotropic element, which means that iron atoms change their crystal structure at some specific temperatures known as transformation temperatures. 2. Common phase in steel. Heat treatment of steel requires an understanding of both the equilibrium phase and the metastable phase that occur during heating and cooling. For steel, the stable equilibrium phase includes very austenitic graphite and to some extent chemical as a very stable iron carbide. The metal phase are perlite, martensite and rheinite. The phase are summarized in table 9.1 and described in more detail in this chapter. 9.2.1 Chemical and perlite formation. The equilibrium iron carbon phase diagram happens when temperature is at constant or when heating and cooling rates are are slow enough to approximate equilibrium or isothermal condition. The extent and shape of cumulative formation depends on the amount of carbon and thermal history as described substance quality. 9.2.2 Martenset. As note, Martenset is a metastable structure that forms during rapid cooling of austenitic. Unlike the isothermal decomposition of phase 1 to constituents by diffusion, Martenset is not a phase aspect that with thermal equilibrium does not happen on the iron carbon equilibrium phase diagram. In contrast, the change of Martenset transformation is a diffusional process where rapid change in temperature causes displacement of atom and individual atomic movement of less than or interatomic spacing. 9.2.3 Bainite is a distinct metastable phase in steel that occurs when cooling rates are not rapid enough to produce metals but are still fast. Note so that carbon does not have enough time to diffuse to form perlite. Like perlite, the constituent phase of bainite are ferrite and cumulative. Over that, the shape of the phase are very different in perlite and bainite. Ferrite and cumulative both have a lamellar morphology. Point 9.3 Critical temperature and transformation diagram. The critical temperature of steel depends on the outset or composition of the phase transformation. Their important critical temperature in steel at are 1. Critical temperature for the start of transformation to crystalline and the so-called adequate temperature, which is the minimum temperature required for austenitic to form one is also referred to as the lower critical temperature. 3. Critical temperature for cumulative transformation of the plus 2 phase mixture into 100% austenitic reference to as the supercritical temperature. Or 3 is the high temperature already of the solid solution as a region with carbon contact below the equated composition of 0.77% Celsius. SGM critical temperature for complete transformation of the two parts metal into 100% austenitic. The assumed critical temperature is the high temperature bound area of the chemical in solid solution which attention in evaporate steel. 4. Annealing and normalizing. Heat treatments are not limited to just hardening and tempering. Various annealing methods are useful in developing more conform microstructures and other combination of properties, or such as ductility, formability, and machinability. General annealing thermal cells. Annealing cells are fed according to the temperature and the method of cooling ice, and annealing temperature may be classified as 1. Subcritical annealing, or below the lower critical temperature. Intercritical annealing, above by 1 but below the equal critical temperature. 3. In evaporate steel, or assume in evaporate steel. 3. Supercritical annealing to achieve full ascentization of either equal or hyper into steel. 5. Type of annealing treatment. Annealing treatment have various metallurgical purpose source as strict rectification and differentiation. Page 9.24. The figure also includes the temperature region for the normalizing of steel, which is a treatment to improve the uniformity of steel microstructure. Annealing at subcritical temperature include 3 different temperature regions. Page 9.24. The first is that temperature range for stress level and annealing. Annealing involves uniform heating of structure or portion the nerve and holding at this temperature for a definite period of time, followed by uniform cooling. Stress relief temperature are sufficiently high to help activate the microstructural process of recovery. See Chapter 3, Mechanical Properties and Tightening Mechanisms in the book, such that thread internal strain energy is relieved by rate of dislocation into low energy configuration with any change in the shape and orientation of grains. 6. Furnace heating and induction heating. Heat treatment of steel involves a wide variety of methods for annealing, normalizing, hardening, and tempering. Pure flat or electrically heat furnaces are used in a wide variety of configuration with various media. Furnaces are also used for thermochemical treatments such as hardening or removing. See section 9.9, casing hardening. In this chapter, induction heating is other important method of heating compared to furnace techniques. Induction heating can often provide energy saving and much fashion, radiation, condition, or fermenting treatment process. Heat treating is a major application of induction heating with surface heating or steel and cast iron being the most prevalent. As over induction heating is also applied to handling, furnace, handling, tempering, and press leveling of a variety of workplace. 7. Hardening and tempering. Hardening of steel involves a three-step process of austentation, quenching, and tempering. Sometimes an additional step of cold treating is done at low temperature below the matte finish temperature of the steel. This ensures short magnetic formation and the minimization of retained austenity. Quenching refers to the process of rapidly cooling metal parts from the austenity or solution heating temperature, typically from within the range of 815 to 870 degrees Celsius or 1500 to 1600 of Fahrenheit. For hardening medium and low carbon steel to temperature as high as 1232 degrees Celsius or 2250 derajat Fahrenheit. For specific grades of high-speed steel in stainless and alloy steel may be chosen to minimize the presence of grain boundary width or to improve the varied distribution. Most steel, including carbon, alloy, and tool steel, are with the product controlled amount of nutrients in the microstructure. 8. Cold treating of steel. After hardening, some always retain a significant amount of authentic that does not perform a market and good example of such unit is cold steel. It is not usual for to have as much as 20% added austenity after undergoing standard heat treatment. This can lead to retain problem for parts that could hit the dimensional tolerance because retained austenity can spontaneously transform to untempered retain over time at room temperature because there is a dimensional change associated with this phase transformation. The physical size of component change as a result. A steel that does not completely transform after quenching may undergo a cold treatment or a cryogenic treatment. Page 9.38. In order to indicate the briefing for the transformation to reach completion. Food treating can help complete the transformation of alternate to martenset in this way. Immediate cold treating with daily at room temperature or at other temperature during quenching over the gas over 50 for maximum transformation to martenset in some instances over the is a risk that this will cause cooking apart. Therefore, it is important to ensure that the grade of steel and the product design will tolerate at immediate cool treating the immediate tempering. 9. Cast hardening. Cast hardening is a generic term used for several processes that put a hard, resistant surface layer on a part. This combination of hard surface and resistant to break on impact is useful in parts such as a chrome or ring gear that must have a very hard surface to resist wear along with a taut interior to resist the impact that occurs during operation. Further, the surface hardening of steel has an advantage over drought hardening because less specific low carbon and medium carbon steel can be surface hardened with the problem of distortion and cracking associated with the drought hardening of thick sections. There are two distinctly different approaches to the various methods for surface hardening. One, overlay and coating method that involved an intentional building or addition of a new layer. 2. Surface treatment that involved surface and subsurface modification without any intentional build-up or increase in part dimension. 10. Heat treating equipment. Hardening of steel involves a drastic process of authentication, quenching, and tempering. Sometimes an additional step of cold treating is done at low temperature below the authentic finish temperature of the steel. This method martensic transformation and the minimization of metal austenite. Quenching refers to the process of removing metal part from the austenite or solution quenching temperature, typical from the range of 850 to 870 derajat Celsius or 1500 to 1600 derajat Fahrenheit. For hardening medium and low carbon steel to temperature as high as 1232 derajat Celsius or 2250 derajat Fahrenheit. For hardening specific grade of 8-speed steel, the stainless and hard alloy steel may tend to minimize the presence of grain boundary, ordinate or improve the material distribution. Most steel, including carbon, low alloy, and tool steel, are made to product controlled amount of variation in the microstructure.